located in the Central Valley of California. The Fresno Fire Department. Established in 1877, the Fresno Fire Department is one of the oldest departments in the United States, rich in history and tradition. This next 48 hours with Fresno Fire will be with the new crews from the July changeovers at Station 3 and Station 9. We start the morning at Station 9 at the break of dawn. The crew of Engine 9, Captain Adrian Blankenship, firefighter engineer Keola Park, and firefighters Brandon Griffin and Willie Johnson have arrived at the station early and are ready to roll. A call comes in as a structure fire, and they're out the door. Engine 9 arrives on scene. Engine 5 was first in and are pulling their crosslays to the rear of the structure. Most of the flames of the fire that was in the attic of the home is out. It may have been an electrical fire. It looks like there's still fire in the attic. Truck 4 is on scene and there to assist in the salvage and the haul out.
Okay, can you take this right here? Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay.
Let's see what we can come up, okay?
Good morning, and then winter birthday now. Set up full of alcohol. Right now. Ready to go.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys need stuff covered up or no?
We'll tell you when we get back. Oh, yeah.
They're right now. They got, I think, all the dumps set up. They're just pulling this area here. We'll see how far they need to go.
The walls and ceilings of this older home is constructed of lath and plastic and is much more difficult and more dirty to remove. This is a fire that had been building for some time due to deteriorating knob and tube wiring. This happens a lot to older homes that need to be rewired to current safe standards. Thermal imagers are used to pinpoint any hot spots. They do not want to come back to a rekindle. PG&E have arrived on scene. Firefighter and engineer on probation, Keola Park, changes out the MSA air bottles on Engine 9.
Don't let the city know they'll actually try it to save their money.
Well, the thing I suggested in the last strategic planning meeting We're educating them on echo engines and what we got on the engines now and all that good stuff. Alright? Seems like all you guys are missing are scoop shovels now. We get some more sleep if we get some of those.
You got it? You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah, you're coming too.
I'm with you.
You're coming too.
I'm with you.
We had a small area in the attic that probably started maybe a week ago, sitting there smoldering, caused by the knob, stupid wiring. So luckily it was a small area, it was easy to clean up, take care of all. So we were lucky this morning.
First, Jaws of Life. Built to extend lives. We're the creator, the innovator, the industry pioneer, and still the only rescue tool you'll want in your hands when it's time to save lives. Find out more at jawsoflife.com. Today on the Battalion, some of the crew of Engine 3's A shift moved and are now on C shift with a probationary captain and a new firefighter to the crew, Aaron Kelly, on the nozzles with Matt. This morning, they spend their time preparing breakfast as a start of their 48-hour shift. Captain Robert Castillo is a new captain who is finishing up the first 6 months of his probationary period here at Station 3.
I think I was turned on to being a firefighter at a pretty young age. I think like most of us during a period of time, that was a show that was on TV, Emergency, that ran for many years, and I think as young kids, it was something that we kind of grew fond of. We watched those guys run emergency calls and help people out, and I think as you just kind of grew older, you just wanted to be a part of that. After getting out of the Marine Corps, after serving 4 years, I was looking for something to kind of fulfill a void. It was very difficult getting out of the Marine Corps when you had such a level of camaraderie and teamwork, and I think that the fire service was exactly what I needed at that time.
Just before they get a chance to eat, a call comes in. As they proceed to the location, the first call of the day is canceled. Rescue One Boat has been synonymous with specialized boats for water rescue, dive, special ops, and firefighting since 1992. The R1 Series connector-style boat has had one mission: to be the one boat for all your missions. Our American-made boats are the safest, most versatile, and effective inland water response boats. Purpose-built for versatility, they serve across the country and around the world as the industry's most stable rescue and recovery boat, a highly maneuverable diver platform, and a water-based firefighting tool. Improve your safety and response with R1 Boats. Find out more information at rescue1.com. The crew had just finished lunch when Battalion Chief Escobedo drops in for a meeting.
The only reason we exist as battalion chiefs, and even any chiefs above me, should be to make your job easier and safer, so that you can do what you guys do best.
Nice.
Which is good. You guys do actually a lot of good work, and I know that sometimes we say it's our job, but truly you do good work. And besides the current situation we're in as a department and city and so forth, I know we wish it could be better, but you guys still do great work when the alarm goes off. So I know that sometimes it's trying, and then your external factors at home, however difficult those may be, dealing with internal factors here it doesn't make it any easier. So again, we exist to make your lives easier. That's my job. You can cross the street. Do you even know your neighbors?
Yeah, I mean, we say hi to them.
Yeah.
Around here we know a lot of people.
Yeah, invite them over for lunch and say, hey, have you thought about an evacuation plan? You know, if you want one, just we'll go over or bring it here and we'll just discuss it and train your kids, the whole deal. Just mark that up. Give us just a few things you can do. You know, you run a medical aid call and see what else, a little extended service as far as what they might need or that kind of deal. Just, I mean, there's simple stuff like that. But you guys are intelligent enough and creative enough. Maybe too serious, but to come up with something.
Late afternoon. The crew has been driving around their first due area, just checking for possible problems. They had grabbed their ball before they left the station in case they have some time to play some hoop.
You can get Matt the air ball right now. Make sure you get this. There it is.
A crew that plays sports together as a team promotes the team on the fire ground as one cohesive unit. These guys are working on just that. Matt and Chris have worked together on Engine 3. The captain and firefighter Kelly are new to the crew. They start out warming up, as they should. Now they're going to get a little competitive with a little game of horse. They're warmed up and making the shots, but you can see some younger players across the court. The guys have decided to make the move, the only move, teams. They go from half court to full court. Both teams have some good players. A call comes in. It's game over.
About 11 years ago, almost to the date, it's right around this time period that I joined the academy here at Fresno Fire Department. I was joined by, with a number of really great people that we've kind of progressed through our careers. But I was at that time period, you're so new and you're learning so many things and taking so much information in. But it was a really great experience. We had a great staff, training staff down there at the time, and the amount of knowledge and information that Fresno Fire Department has to offer, because the amount of calls and the type of calls that they go on, as soon as you hit the field, not only were you exposed to that call volume, but you had people in positions, captains and senior specialists, and even senior hosesmen that have been here a while, that were able to kind of take you under the wing and mentor you and kind of teach you the do's and don'ts and things that'll protect you, things that'll protect your crew. So just from that period, from being a probationary employee, going through the probationary period, and on 11 years later, it's been an amazing journey.
That looks like an accident, dude.
That ain't no building on fire.
You know what's funny? Turn around and we'll head back out. Well, 3 points.
They arrive on scene to find an illegal burn.
Building my ass. Just run the pump, Chris. There it is. We ain't moving.
They pull a red line off the rig. The fire is quickly knocked down. They make sure to soak up all the embers. Key Fire Hose, now a division of KFH Industries, was established in 1988 in Miami, Florida, and is now one of the largest manufacturers of hose and related products in the world. In 2010, Key Fire Hose relocated to Dothan, Alabama to double its manufacturing space, streamline efficiencies, and increase stock of raw materials and finished goods while conforming to ISO-style quality control standards. Find out more about KFH Industries at www.keyfire.com. Evening. The crew finished brushing, cleaning, and folding the tarps that they use for salvage. Later in the evening, the crew goes on a residential complaint. On scene, at the parking lot, where vendors keep their food trucks, the crew comes upon a rancid smell. They attempt to speak with the worker who is on scene and very uncooperative.
Look, eventually workers, I gotta go, man. I'm starting off you guys out. They dump the sauce in dirty water like I told you in the front, and the big dirty crates on the stairs. And the sanitized people, they're gonna pick it up once a month. The thing is, what you need to understand is people call. People call 911.
Yeah, it smells like a rendering plant. Like, it stinks. You can just do that in a neighborhood. There's houses right here.
One of the neighbors speaks with engineer Chris Garcia about the rancid smell in the area. The crew of Engine 3 need to investigate the cause of this possibly dangerous or toxic spill and are escorted through the facility. After checking the facility, they find that there is nothing suspicious. Engine 3 is back in service. It's been a very quiet day at Station 9, and night has fallen. Keola, Brandon, and Will practice boxing for their daily exercise.
Keep going, buddy. 15 seconds. Double 1, 2. 1, 2. Triple 1. 2. 1, 2, 4.
Come on, kid.
Double 1, 2, go. There you go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
Later in the evening, a call comes in.
I found out I was promoted. It wasn't long after that I was told that I would be spending my next 6 months at Engine 3C. Of course, I had to go to the roster and see who I was going to spend the next 6 months with. And fortunate for me, I had firefighter Matt Silva, who is, you know, been on the job 11 years, and I knew it was a great opportunity to work with him. I also knew that Specialist Garcia was here, and I know if nothing else, I was going to have a good time and a good laugh doing it. But at the same time, he's a great engineer. He knows what he's doing, So that definitely, for someone coming in as a probationary captain, definitely provides a little comfort and gives you a little less anxiety knowing that you have a crew that really, honestly, could do it without you.
When they arrive on scene, they find that it's just an old shopping cart on fire. They pull a red line from the rig and douse the cart. Once the doorway area is cleared, they use a Halligan bar to gain access. They need to inspect the interior of the building. They quickly douse the embers around the threshold.
I think they're good, dude. What's that? 919? Is that a tent? Somewhere in there?
Using a thermal imager, they check for any heat source.
You guys want me inside yet or staying out here? You guys want me inside yet or staying out here?
Stay out there. It's
all right.
Yeah, you know what? Grab the fan.
All right.
Just set it up out here. You don't have to turn it on yet.
The fire is extinguished. They also need to check the roof. Firefighter Silva explains a tidbit of knowledge about thinking ahead to bring the proper tools needed.
Something that will promise a light. Always have a light. Always have a screwdriver, a multi-tool, or a wrench, a pair of dikes, cutters, you know. That's huge. I mean, it's convenient, you know. If we're in the building, down here, bring a set of cutters. I walk back and go, oh, I got something. So guys remember that stuff. Like, oh, he always had something. Always had a light on. He always ready to go. He always had his key, a safety key, or whatever. You know, these guys forget stuff like that. Okay. Little things like that.
They continue with their investigation.
Yeah, same thing. Last shift, except it was the trash, little dumpster trash pushed up against the same doorway. He was in the kitchen. Saw fire down here. It looked like it was from a small isolated area. As we came down the stairs, it looked like it was getting ready to grow. We turned the corner, it looked like it had penetrated the building. The building was immediate exposure, so we called for a commercial response or a structure fire response to make sure we had enough resources, just because we hadn't arrived yet. Didn't know to what extent the fire had breached it. Once we got on scene, we realized that the bulk of the fire was outside. We were able to knock it down pretty quick and get the other guys back in service.
The crew goes back into service. Later in the night, the crew gets another call for a commercial fire.
53 copy, say responding. Unknown what's on fire at this time. Zone 54564 F is in Frank Street, between Mono and Inyo Street, 755 F Street. Workers are calling from the California Dairy, stating that he sees flames going up in the air behind the La Victoria building in the alley. Unknown what's on fire.
Communications, Engine 3.
They arrive on scene, first in.
Engine 3, copy.
Communications, Engine 3's arrived. We're on a single-story commercial structure. We do have a majority of the exterior fire with heavy fire showing from the behind the structure. Direct flame impingement on the building. The current location is going to be G Street in Inyo. Engine 3 is going to assume command. Have my second engine coming in assist with fire attack. My third engine stand by water supply. Everybody just, and my first truck, come on in. Everybody else just stays.
Mattresses that were stored outside of the store are blazing. Aaron pulls the line around to the entrance with first water on the fire.
Truck 19 in your command. I'm going to have you go ahead and ladder the roof. Truck 4 is going to open it up, see if we have any extension. I'll have you guys just stand there to see what our needs are. Truck 19, copy.
11:31 p.m. A call comes in for Engine 9. It's a commercial structure fire in Engine 3's first due.
Command, you want to come up and assist Engine 3 with fire attack? Copy, Engine 8 fire attack.
Command, would you also like us to start working fire notification?
Go ahead!
Communications in your command. Let's hold off on that and see if we have anything on the interior. Looks like the bulk of this fire was on the exterior, impinging on the building, so all advice.
Truck 19 is on scene and has its outriggers extended in preparation to maneuver their ladder into place. Engine 9 arrives on scene and is requested to stage by communications. In the distance, Engines 3 and 7, along with trucks 19 and 4, have this incident under control.
Communications in your command. You can cancel Engine 9 and Engine 5.
Copy, Engine 9, Engine 5 are being canceled for your command.
The crew of Engine 9 will be heading back to the station. Engine 9 is back in quarters. These exterior walls are very old brick and mortar, and probably one of the most dangerous walls for firefighters in regards to collapse. This is also an unreinforced masonry building with an arched truss roof. The truckers on the roof are cutting out all the burnt material where the wall meets the roof. Brick buildings like this, built before 1933, do not have any rebar in them and tend to collapse relatively easily under heavy fire conditions. Collapsing walls and roof trusses from these buildings have killed many firefighters. Every firefighter on scene is well aware of the hazard of this building. The chainsaws now come into play for ventilation and material removal.
hey, you know, like I said, I was sitting there and I kept telling them, quit wetting it, you're making it heavier.
Yeah.
So just stop, let's pull this out. And it just, every time I turn my back around, so I was just like,
After the burnt materials have been removed, Explorer Robert Lee is allowed to use the deck gun on Engine 3 under proper supervision. They cut and remove some of the fences for additional access. The fire is now completely out, and the mattresses that could be protected were protected. The crew of Engine Company 3 are back in quarters. Find more episodes with first responders from across North America at www.thebattalion.tv.